Good evening, Bhante.
Good evening.
Evening, Bhante.
Good evening, everybody. Kim?
Brothers, sisters.
Yes.
Good evening, Bhante and everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Let's wait till others get connected.
May we, sister, are you saying something? Cannot hear you?
No,
Just
I'm practicing.
practicing.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so good evening, everybody. Our friends, our
Good evening.
online Pali reading class. Today will be the last day for Ratana Sutta, which will be doing a couple of weeks. And then we are heading on to the next sutta in the Kudaka part, which is going to be Tiro Kutta Sutta, which is interesting about departed people and how the living beings transfer good karmas to the departed ones, and how departed ones in return send you happiness. So this is very interesting. So before we get started, we're going to be paying respect to the Buddha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tasse bhagavatu arahato samma sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavatu arahato samma sambuddhasse. Namo tasse bhagavatu arahato samma sambuddhasse. Okay. All right, so are you ready to finalize the sutta today? And I hope that the sutta, Ratana Sutta, the way we studied, the way we learned, the way we understood Ratana Sutta's translation plus the context, along with the pronunciation, would have given you some more insights in chanting, in understanding, and all that. So we'll come to OPRC lesson 17 today, 17 days. We started in July. Is it July? June. We started in June. It's been many weeks, 17 weeks by today. Today we will be studying 13 to 17, which means the last couple of stanzas too. Let me see the chanting groups over here. Okay. Stanza number 30. This is once again about the Buddha's qualities. And then you can see the final stanza about the Sangha's qualities. This is mainly about the Arahants, 14. And then we are going to discuss, chant, recite about the Sakha's addition. There are 3 stanzas which the Buddha did not, but Sakha, Indra recited. So 15, 16, and 17 about Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Varu Varanyu Varadu Varaharu Anutteru Dhamma Varan Adisai Idampi Buddhi Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Suwatti Varu Varanyu Varadu Varaharu Anutteru Dhamma Varan Adisai Idampi Buddhi Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Suwatti. Okay, so we will be asking group somebody from group 1 to recite.
May I, Bhante?
I can see Anamika. Are you from group 1?
Yes, Bhante.
Okay, Anamika, let's go ahead.
Varo varannu varado varaharo anuttaro dhammavaram adeshai idampi buddhe ratanam panitam etena sachena suvati hotu.
Great. Group 2.
Thank you.
May I, yes.
Waro waranu warado waraharo anuttaro damang waram adesahi idampi buddhe ratanam panetam etena sajjena suwati hotu.
Can you repeat this word? Verb action.
Adesahi.
There is no H. Ade.
Adesai.
Sai. No he, yeah.
Anuttaro dhamma waram adesahi.
No H.
Sai.
Ade sai. Not sahi. Sai.
Adesai.
Varu Varanyu Varadu Varaharu Anutteru Dhamma Varan
Adesai.
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 Adesai. Always we have to be mindful at every letter. Adesai. Adesai. Easy to understand. Yeah.
Adesai.
There is no H. If you carefully, if you slow down and then pronounce Adesai.
Adesai.
Good.
Correct.
Anutteru Dhamma Varang Adesai.
Adesai.
Yes.
Thank
Good.
you, Bhante.
Because when you pronounce, your normal way of chanting will come up. This is what happens to many. When you have a certain way of chanting this sutta at home, right? It is not how the monks chant. It is the way you have been chanting, self-chanting. You take the book and then you sit down. You just chant the way you want, right? Now things are unrolling. Means Adesai. Adesai. Okay, group 3.
Okay, Bhante, I try.
Ko. Okay, good.
Okay. Waro, waranyo, warado, waraharo. Anuttaro, dhamma warang adesai. Idampi buddhe ratanang panitang. Etena sachena swati hotu.
Yeah, great. Group 4.
Bhante, can I try on here?
Yes.
Varo varanu, varado varaharo. Anuttaro dhamma varang adesai. Idampi buddhe ratanang panitang. Etena sachena suvati hotu.
Okay. Group
Thank you.
5. Group 5.
Bhante, I try.
Yes.
Melinda here. Thank you.
Yes.
Varo, varanyu, varado, varaharo. Anuttaro, dhamma varan, adisahi. Idampi buddhe ratanam panitang. Etena sachena suvati hotu.
Would you like to repeat this part again? Anuttaro.
Okay. Anuttaro, dhamma varan, adisai.
Adesai. Okay, good.
Adesai. Thank you, Bhante.
Group 6.
Bhante, I try.
Yeah, Tanswa. Yes.
Varo, Varanyo, Varado, Varaharo. Anutaro Dhamma Varang Adesayi. Idampi Buddhe Ratanang Panitang. Etena Sachena Swati Hotu.
And group 7.
Bhante, may I try? May up here?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Waro, Warano, Warado, Waraharo. Anutaro, Dhamma Waram, Adesahi, Idampi, Buddhe, Ratanam Panitam. Etena, Sachena, Swati, Hotu.
How about this verb again? Second line.
Second line, Anutaro, Dhamma Waram, Adesahi.
See, there's a H here.
Oh, sorry. Adesahi.
Adesai. Good.
Adesahi.
Not Adesai. See?
Sorry?
Adesai. Adesai.
Adesai. Right, Bhante? Thanks,
Yeah.
Bhante.
Involuntarily, you might say the same thing. Huh? Be careful. Varu, Varanyu, Varadu, Varaharu, Anuttaru, Dhamma Vara, Adesai.
Adesai. Adesai.
Don't bring H, huh? Only Y. It's Y, no H. Y.
No H.
Desai.
Y.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Group 8. Someone from group 8. Group 8. Looks like nobody. So I'm asking anybody else who would like to recite. You can load. Yeah, I get. Yeah, Oi. Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes.
Waro, Waranyo, Warado, Waraharo. Anutaro, Dhamma Warang, Ade Sai. Hidampi Buddhe. Etena, Sachena, Swati, Hotu.
Okay, good. And then Chupeng.
Waro, Waranu, Wararo, Waraharo. Anutaro, Dhamma Warang Ade Sai. Idampi Buddhe Ratanang Panitang. Etena, Sachena, Swati, Hotu.
First line once again.
Waro, Waranu, Wararo, Waraharo.
Is there R here?
Warado.
Warado.
Waro,
Waro. Waranyo.
Waranu, Warado, Waraharo.
Because there are R. There are so many R letters over here, right?
Okay.
But here, not Wararo, Warado.
Wararo, Waraharo.
Oh, no, not Wararo. Warado, Waraharo.
Warado.
See, be careful. Take time. Take your time and slow down when you read. Waro,
Waranu,
Warado,
Waraharo.
Waraharo. If you're going to, fast track, Waro, Waranyo, Wararo, you won't be able to read that particular letter, You will miss out on it.
Okay. Thank you, Bhante.
Would you like to try again?
Okay. Waro, Waranu, Wararo, Warado, Waraharo.
Yes, again. Try again.
Waro, Waranu, Warado, Waraharo.
Great.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Kim?
Waro, Waranu, Warado, Waraharo. Anutaro, Dhamma Warang, Adi Sayi. Idampi Buddhe Ratanang Panitang. Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Great.
Thank you.
Jenny?
Thank you, Bhante. Waro, Waranyu, Warado, Waraharo. Anutaro, Dhamma Warang Adi Sayi. Idampi Buddhe Ratanang Panitang. Sorry, Bhante. Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Great. Then Shirley?
Waro, Waranyu, Warado, Waraharo. Anuttaro Dhammawarang Adesai Idampi Buddhe Ratanang Panita Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Right. And Pochuwa.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes.
Varo, Varanyo, Varado, Varaharo, Anuttaro, Dhamma, Warang, Ade, Sayi. Idampi, Ude, Ratanang, Panitang, Etena, Sachena, Sawati, Hotu.
Okay, great. I think everybody read. I think there's no.
No. Bhante. Good
Oh,
evening.
you there? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I read now. Thank you, Bhante. Varo, Varanu, Varado, Varaharo. Anuttaro, Dhamma, Varam, Adesai. Idampi, Bude, Ratanam, Panitam, Etena, Sachena, Suvati, Hotu.
Yeah, great. Anyone else?
Thank you, Bhante.
All right, I think others also got familiar with the way how we recite. Now we're going to go to the next one. I'm actually going to deal with every stanza because they come in a row, and then we go to the explanation part. This is the last stanza about the Sangha, that is about the Buddha. 40. Kinang Puranang Navang Nati Sambhavang Viratta Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmi Te Kina Bija Avirul Chanda Nibbanti Dhira Yathayang Padipu Nibbanti Dhira Yathayang Padipu Idampi Sanghe Ratanang Panita Etena Sachena Suwati. Looks like a very challenging stanza for all of you. It's good. Let's see how you're going to recite. Group 1. Yeah, someone from group 1. Group 2. Yeah. Was it Kim?
Yes. It's me.
Okay, Kim. Yes, Kim.
Kinang Puranang Nawam Nati Sambawang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bawasmi Te Kina Bija Aviru Hichanda Ni Banti Dira Yata Yam Padipo Idampi Sangge Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, group 3.
Okay, Bhante, I try.
Yes, go.
Yeah. Kinang Puranang Nawam Nati Sambhavang Viratta Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmin Te Kina Bija Avirul Chanda Nibbanti Dira Yatayang Padipo Idang Pisangge Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Swati Hotu.
Yeah, great. Group 4.
Bhante, can I try on here?
Second. Yes, sir.
Bhante, do you mind if you can just
Yeah.
put
Yeah,
up? Yeah,
please.
thank you. Yeah. Chinang Puranang Navam Nati Sambhavang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmi Te Kina Bija Aviru Hichanda Nippanti Dira Yathayang Padipo Idampi Sanghe Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Yeah, great.
Thank
Group
you.
5.
Can I try, Bhante?
Yeah, but then, yes.
Khinam Puranam Navanatti Sambhavam Viratta Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmin. Te Khina Vija Aviruri Chanda Nibbanti Dhira Yathayam Padipo Idampi Sanghe Ratanam Panitang Etena Sachena Suvatti Mutu.
Yeah, great. Group 6. Someone from group 6.
Bhante, I try.
Yes, Subha. Yes.
Can you? Kinang,
Yeah.
Kinang Puranang Nawang Nati Sambawang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bawasmin. Te Kina Bija Aviru Hichanda Nibanti Dira Yatayang Padipo. Idampi Sange Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Swati Hotu.
Would you like to read this part again?
Nibanti Dira Yatayang Padipo.
Not Yatayang. There's a long A here. Should be there?
Nibanti Dira Yatayang Padipo.
Yeah, it should be Yathayang. It's a grammatical rule over here. When there are two vowels come together, these are two vowels. So the combination will take the first vowel. You see, it will become A. This Yatha Ayang. Then it took the A. You don't need to worry about it. I just tell you why it is long there. Nibbanti Dhira Yatha Ayang.
Nibanti Dira Yatayang.
Yathaya. Whenever you see this long A, this upper bar, you have to lengthen. You have to actually lengthen, not shorten. Yeah, good. No problem. Yes, there's some additional knowledge. And group 7. Group 7.
Bhante, if nobody, may I try again?
Yes, you are very brave. Huh? Okay.
I am very poor reading this, so I'm very scared.
Much better than before. Yes.
Kinam Puranam Navam Nati Sambhavam. Sambhava. Virata Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmi.
Ming.
Sorry?
Bhavasmin.
Bhavasmin. Te Kena Bija Aviruhi Chanda. Nibati Dira Yatanam Padipo. Yatayam Padipo. Idampi Sanghe Ratanam Panitam. Etena Sachena Swati Hotu.
Yeah, great.
Thank you, Bhante.
Then I would ask group 8. Somebody from group 8. Group 8. I just wonder if there is anybody who is not given a group over here. Are there any individuals over here who were not given a group to chant? Okay, see, there is somebody over here. I gotta write down because I asked you when I was grouping if there was anybody not whose name was not there. Please let me know. Wow. Chong. Who else? I think Venerable Saddha Nanti also not there. Anybody else whose name is not in the group list? All right. Okay, somebody from group 8 is Chong Paklan. Are you from group 8?
Bhante, I'm not sure what group I am in. I thought
okay,
I'm
but
not
you can get the benefit of group 8 now.
Group 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Group 8
Thank you,
today. Yes.
Bhante.
Yes.
Thank you,
Because you
Bhante.
raise your hand. Yes. Go ahead, please. Here.
I read.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Kinam Puranam Navam Nati Sambhavam Virata Chita Ayatike Bhavasmin Te Kina Bija Aviru Hichanda
Chanda. See, Chanda.
Nibanti Dira Yatayam Patipo Itampi Sanghi Ratanam Sanghe Ratanam Panitam Etina Sachena Suvati Hontu. Hotu.
John, I have a question. Have you registered for the class already?
I think I did.
You think you did? Because normally if anybody registered, I normally put their name in. I will go again and check again. Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Okay, where are you joining from?
Joining from Malaysia.
Yeah, Malaysia, where?
Petaling Jaya.
Okay, good. Okay, anybody else? Okay, now I give this opportunity to other people. If you want to read this stanza. Okay, yeah. And it's going to read first. Sorry.
Thank you, Bhante. Kinang Puranang Nawang Nati Sambawang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bawasmin Te Kina Bija Avirul Hi Chanda Nibanti Dira Yatayam Padipo Idampi Sangge Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Swati Hotu.
Oi, can you try reading this part again? The third line here. Te
Kina Bija Aviruhi Chanda.
Avirul Hit Chanda. Two C's. Avirul Hit Chanda.
Aviruhi Chanda.
Hit Chanda. One is ch, other one is ch aspirant. See, C is one, other one is ch. Avirul Hit. This is this one. Avirul Hit, then Chanda. This one.
Aviruhi Chanda.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, next Billy. Yes. Yes.
Kinang Puranang Nawang Nati Sambawang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bhavasmin Te Kina Bija Aviruhik Chanda Nibanti Dira Yata Yang Padipo Idampi Sanghe Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Subati Hotu.
Okay, two concerns came up. First is the 14, the first line. Can you read this part?
Kinang.
Kina. Good. And then this one?
Every time. Sanghe.
That's a problem.
Idampi Sanghe.
Sanghe. See here, G.
Yeah, Sanghe.
Sanghe. Sanghe. Now, when you say Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, same. Idampi Buddhe, Idampi Dhamme, Idampi Sanghe. So when you say Sanghe, it's a very different. Sangha in Pali means, I think it's about gentle. Let's search Sangha. It's a different meaning actually. You can see Sangha. It's about, to my understanding, gentle speech. See, smooth, soft. This is, so when you say Sangha, it's a different meaning. Smooth, soft, delicate, exquisite. Sanha, Sanhang. Now in Pali we have Sanhang Sakila Sambhasang, Pesune Yappahaina. Now one day there was a Deva who asked from the Buddha, who do you call a Sappurisa, good man, a good woman? Then Then the Buddha said, Mata Pitti Barang Jantu Kule Jetta Pachai, someone who takes care of one's mother, father, someone who respects one's elderly people, and then Sanhang Sakila Sambasa, someone who speaks soft words. They are Sangha. So this is not Sangha, this is Sangha. If it is like this, then yeah, Sangha. But this is Sangha. See,
Sangha.
go again here.
Sanghe.
Yeah, Idampi Sanghe. Would you like to read again here? Idampi.
Idampi Sanghe Ratanang Panitang.
Maybe I think you've been chanting. You will be chanting in a certain way. When you chant, let yourself a little bit awaken at this point. Idampi Sanghe, not Sanghe. Sanghe means soft speech, soft, delicate speech. Sanghe Ratana. Yeah, other than that, everything is okay.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes. Young SM? Please unmute.
Okay, Bhante, I try.
Yes.
Nang Puranang Nawang Nati Sambawang Virata Jitta Ayat Dike Bawasmin Dekina Bija Viruhi Changda Nibati Dira Yatta Yang Patipo Idang Pi Sangge Ratanang Panitang Etenan Sachenan Swati Hutu.
This part again, please.
Maybe
you can start from here. Virata Chitta.
Virata Chitta Ayatike Bao Wasmin De
That's the issue. This is not the. In English, we call the. This is not that one. This is called te.
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 Dekina bija Viruhi Chanda.
The rest is okay. You read very well. Yeah, good. Pochu one, please.
Thank you, Bhante. Kinang Puranang Nawam Nati Sambawang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bawasmin Te Kinna Bija Aviru I Chanda Nibanti Dira Yatayam Padipo Idam Pisange Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Yeah, good. Melinda?
Thank you.
Okay, Bhante, I try.
Yes.
Kinan Pupuranan Nawan Nati Sambawan Virata Chitta Ayatike Bawasmin Te Kina Bija Aviro Hichanda Nibanti Dira Yatayam Panipo Idampi Sange Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Can you go again for this part?
Okay. Nibanti Dira Yatayam Padipo.
Padipo. Lamb.
Padipo. Yeah.
Good.
Thank you. Thank you, Bhante.
Yeah. Jenny, yes.
Thank you, Bhante. Kinang Puranang Nawang Nati Sambawang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bawasmin Te Kina Bija Aviruhi Chanda Nibanti Dira Yata Yang Padipo Idampi Sangge Ratanang Panitang Etena Sachena Suwati Hotu.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Good.
Thank you, Bhante. Kinang Puranang Nawang Nati Sambhawang Virata Chitta Ayatike Bhawasmi Te kina bija aviru hichanda. Nibanti dira yatayang padipo. Idampi sanghe ratanang panitang. Etena sachena suati hotu.
Shirley, would you like reading this part again? Tekina Bija.
Te kina bija aviru hichanda.
Avirul Hi.
Te kina bija aviru hichanda.
Where is one check? You're missing one check. You pick the only next one. There are two chairs. One is non-aspirate, the other one is aspirate. Here, see, C and then CH. You can see here, CH. So, can you go again?
Aviru hichanda.
Avirul Hitch Chanda. Not Avirul Hichanda. Avirul Hitch Chanda. There are two chairs. One is non-aspirate, the first one. Second one is aspirate. Tekina bija avirul hitch chanda.
Okay.
Like that.
Tekina bija aviru hichanda.
Great. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Serene.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes.
Kinam pura nam na vam nati sambhavam. Virata chitta ayatike bhavasmi. Te kina bija aviru hichanda. Nippanti dira yatayam padipo. Idampi sanghe ratanang panitang. Etena sachena suvati hotu.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
Others? Anybody else want to try?
Bhante, I try. You here?
Okay, good.
Kinam puram sorry. Kinam punaram navam.
No. I think you missed something. Kinang
puranam navam. Kirang.
Not Kirang. Kinang. Yeah, just go slowly. Don't go fast.
Okay.
It's chanting.
Okay, sorry. I read again. Kinang puranam navam. Nati sambhavam. Virata chitta ayatike. Bhavasmin te kina bija avirul hik chanda. Nibati dikra yatayam padipo idampi sangge ratanam panitam. Etena sachena suvati hotu.
This part again?
Which part? The te.
No,
Is it?
this one.
Oh, okay. Wait, the number 3 one, is it? Wait, number 1.
You could start from te, so then you will understand. Te kina bija.
Wait, te kina bija aviru hik chanda nibanti dikra yata yam padipo.
Yeah, great. I think I
Thank
read
you.
differently before.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. Anybody else?
One day I just reached home Corina. Yeah, can I try?
Yeah, Corina. Good.
Kitnam Puranam Navam Nati Sabawam. Virata Chitta Ayatike Pawasmin. Te Kina Bija Aviruji Chanda. Nibanti Dira Yatanyam Padipo. Idampi Sanghe Ratanam Panitam. Etena Sachena Suaki Hotu.
Would you mind reading again from the beginning?
Which
Slowly.
one?
Yeah, the whole thing. Just.
Kinam Puranam Navam Nati Sabawam. Sambhavam. Virata Chitta Ayatike Pawasmin. Te kina bija aviru chanda.
Avirul Hichanda.
Aviru hichanda. Aviru hichanda. Dibanti dira yatayam padipo. Idampi sangke ratanam panitam. Etena sachena suwati hotu.
Okay, great.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
We're going to go to the next stanza to save our time, because today I'm planning to do a kind of a review also, because today is the last day of the Sutta, Ratana Sutta. We have to save some time. So the next 3 stanzas, I'm not going to ask you to read all these stanzas. Maybe we'll pick only one stanza. The rest are the same, only the last part is a little different. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So I will read the first one, that means 15. It is same. Yani dha bhutani samagatani bhummani vayani va antalikhe. This is different. Tathagatam deva manusya pujitam buddhang namassam dhammang namassam sanghang namassam swatiho. All right. Group 1. Yeah, some of it group 1. Group 2. Yeah, Young, Sam. I'll give you to Young. Please unmute. Yeah, please unmute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Bhante, I try.
Yes.
Yanita Buddhani Samakatani Bhumma Niwa Yaniwa Antalike Tatakan Tang Dewa Manusanang Pujitang Buddhang Nama Sama Swati Hutu.
Could you read these 2 lines again?
Tathaka Tang Dewa Manusa Pujitang.
Then?
Continue with?
Yeah. Buddhang.
Buddhang. Nama Sama
How
Swat.
do you pronounce this one? Buddhang.
Buddham.
Buddhang.
Buddhang. Nama.
Namasama.
Nama Sama Swati Hutu.
Great. Group 3. Kim, I will give you the opportunity later. Okay. Group 3. Group 3. Corina, okay.
Somebody want to try?
I don't see anybody who raised the hand.
Yes, group 3, I'm the one.
Oh, did you? Did you already?
Sorry. No, it's okay. Let the sister do
Who
first.
raised the hand first? Billing or
I didn't
Corina?
raise. I just unmute.
Okay, Corina, go ahead.
Oh, okay, thank you. Boom.
Yeah, this one.
Yam. This one, is it? Number 15, is it?
Yes.
Yanida Bhutani Samagatani. Bhumaniwa Yani wa Atalike. Tat Anat Antalike. Tatagatam Dewa Manusa Pujitam. Buddham Namasami. Buddham Nama Sama Swaki Hotu.
Yeah, great. Group 4. Group 4.
Okay, Bhante, I try on here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yanida Bhutani Samagatani. Bummani va yani va Antalike. Tatagatam Deva Manusa Pujitam. Buddhang Namasama Swati Hotu.
Yeah, group 5, great.
Thank you.
Group 5.
Can I try? No, please.
Yeah, Pratya, go ahead.
यानी दु भूतानि समागतानि हुम्मानि वा यानि व अंतलिखे तथागतं देव मनुष्य पूजितं बुद्धं नमस्साम सुवत्ति होतु.
Okay, group 6. Someone from group 6.
Bhante, I try.
Yes, Tanson.
Yang yanida bhutani samagatani. Bummani yiva yaniva antalike. Tathagatang deva manusa pujitang. Buddhang namasama svati hotu.
Yeah, great. Group 7. Someone from group 7. Yeah, Shelly, go ahead.
Thank you, Bhante. Yanida bhutani samagatani. Bhumani vayani va antalike. Tathagatang deva manusa pujitang. Buddhang namasama svati hotu.
Great. Group 8. Last group.
May I try, Bhante?
Oh, yes, John.
Yeah. Yanita Bhutani Samagatani. Bhumani va yani va antalike. Tathagadam deva manusa pujitam. Uttam namasama suvati hotu.
Okay, so I have a concern about these two terms. This one and this one. Would you mind reading this part again? Maybe you can start from here so then we can understand. Bummani vaya.
Bhumani va yani va antalike. Tathagadam.
That's the concern. How do you pronounce this letter?
Tathagatam.
It's T, not D.
Oh, okay.
Tathagatam.
Tathagatam.
What does Tathagatam mean? Someone who has arrived at the Tata. Tata means the truth. One appellation to the Buddha. Someone who has arrived at the noble truths, four noble truths. Tathagatam. Gatam means arrived, came. And then this, again, I think the concerns are about the Buddha actually. Tathagatang deva manus pujitang. Then here?
Tathagatam deva manusa pujitam. Bhutam namasama.
How do you pronounce this, Buddha?
Bhutam. Bhutam. Bhutam.
Bhutam?
Yeah.
You say Bhutan?
Bhutam.
Not Bhutan. Bhuta is another type of beings.
Oh.
Okay. Let me probably see here. Okay, it's good then. This is another type of being. Actually, these are the beings. We are Bhutas. Those who have born but not yet passed away. We are Bhutas. But this is not Bhutan. This is called Buddhang. There are two. D-H. Buddhang. Would you like trying again? Tathagatang deva.
Tathagatam deva manusa pujitam. Bhutam namasama.
Buddhang.
Bhutam.
Buddhang.
Bhutam.
Not Bhutan. Buddhang. You need to pronounce two D's. One D is non-aspirate. Second one has H. Say Buddhang.
Bhutam.
I hear something like P. Tathagatang deva manus pujitang. Buddhang namasami swati hotu. Try again. Tathagatam.
Tathagatam Deva Manusa Pujitam. Buddham Nama
Much better. Much better. Buddhang.
Buddham Nama Sama Suvati Hotu.
Yeah, I think some Thai speakers use Puttang. Puttang. Buddhang. There is their pronunciation something, right? So we have to correctly understand. Buddhang. Sabbe, not Sabbe Putta. Sabbe Buddha Bala Patta. Say me. Buddhang. 2 Ds.
Buddham.
Huh? Once again.
Buddham.
I hear T sound. You have to get rid of the T sound. It is D sound.
Okay. Buddham.
I again say I hear T. Try to pronounce
Buddham.
Buddhang. 2 Ds.
Buddhang.
There you go. 2 Ds.
Okay,
Buddhang,
okay.
not. You have to get rid of T. All right. Anybody else who want? I think I can give the chance to Kim over here. Kim, let's go ahead. Friends.
Can you raise the thing?
Yes, I will raise everything here. No worry. Yes.
Yanida Bhutani Samagatani Bhumani va Yani va Antalike Tathagatang Deva Manusa Pujitang Buddhang Mamasama Suvati Hotu.
Buddhang, this one?
Buddhang Namasama.
Great. Yeah, great.
Okay.
And then Oi.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes.
Yanida Bhutani Samagatani Bummani wa Yani wa Antalike Tathagatang Dewa Manusa Pujitang Buddhang Namasama Swati Hotu.
And then Pocho. Wow.
Thank you, Bhante. Yanida Bhutani Samagatani Bummani wa Yani wa Antalike Tathagatang Deva Manusa Pujitang Buddhang Namasama Suvati Hotu.
Great. And then
Thank you.
CHR.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you. Okay. Yanida Bhutani Samagatani Bummani wa Yani wa Atalike Tathagatang Dewa Manusa Pujitang Buddhang Namasama Swati Hotu.
Yeah, great. And Jenny Chong.
Thank you, Bhante. Yanida Bhutani Samagatani Bummani wa Yani wa Antalike Tathagatang Dewa Manusa Pujitang Buddhang Namasama Swati Hotu.
Yeah, great.
Sorry, Bhante. I just want to clarify the VA, the V long A and the V short A. How do you pronounce exactly?
Do you have an example here? An example?
Just the Bummani wa Yani wa. Is it the short VA? How do you differentiate?
No, Bummani va ya. Actually, these are two words, va and yani. But when we chant, we kind of break it. Actually, it should have been chant Bummani va yani va antalike. But when the chanting style is different. When people chant, when monks chant also, they chant like Bummani va ya niva antalike. Actually, it is one word. You can't say ya niva antalik. But the chanting style is Yani the Bhutani Samagatani Bummani Va Yani va antalike. But the chanting style is different. That's why you see there are two A's over there, you know, how they pronounce. Otherwise,
No, I mean the different pronunciation between the VA long A and the VA short A. How exactly do you pronounce the VA? Long
you mean this one? And then this one?
Yes, yes.
This is ver, this is va.
Oh, ver. Okay, okay.
But we don't see here, you mean this one? This one and this one. Oh,
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
good. Okay. This is va. Bummani va. Ya ni va. This is va. This is va.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bhante.
Yeah, Melinda.
Number 15. Yadinda Puttani Samagatani Bummani wa Yani wa Atadike Tatagatam Deva Manusa Puchitang Buddham Damasama Subati Hotu.
This word, which one? Melinda?
Which one? Which one?
This one.
Oh, this one. Antalike. Antalike.
Okay.
Thank you, Bhante. Thank you.
Serene?
Thank you, Bhante.
Yanida Bhutani Samagatani Bumaniva Yaniva Antalike Tatagatam Dewa Manusa Pujitam Buddham Namasama Suvati Hotu.
Yeah, great. And Rashmi?
Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes.
Yanidha bhutani samagatani bhummani va yani va antalike tathagatam deva manussa pujitam buddham namassama suvati hotu.
Okay, great. Anybody else?
You here?
Okay, you.
Thank you, Bhante. Yaninda Bhutani Samagatani Bhumani va Yani va Antalike Tathagatam Dewa Manusa Pujitam Buddham Nama Sama Suvati Hotu.
Okay, you. Can you go for the second line here?
Okay. Bhumani va Yani va
No. Bummani va ya niva. First one is long. Second one is short.
Oh, first one is va. First one is va. Second
First one is
va.
long. Second one is short.
Oh, okay. So I read again. Bhutami va Yani. Bhumani va Yani va
Antalike.
Antalike.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. Anybody else? All right, I think it's perfect time to start because we have 30 minutes of time for a couple of stanzas. I wanted to ask you something here about the chanting. Now, why it is sometimes difficult for many people to understand their small mistakes in their chanting. What could be the reason for that? It is because they chant together. When they chant together, they have to go by a style, maybe the group style. Maybe somebody makes a mistake, and you also get driven by that mistake, right? Maybe you are only listening to a monastic, right? Especially when you are listening to Thai monastics, they have a different way of pronunciation. Burmese could be a little different too. Sri Lankan will be mostly clear, and then there are maybe some variants too. But one of the very subtle area that where many people make some mistakes, little mistakes in chanting, that because they chant as a group, maybe the person who is chanting a little louder will take over, and then the others will get driven by that person. So you have to chant by yourself just to get familiar with this, and when you go to the group chanting, you understand what you are chanting, right? That is one thing. All right, so today we have come to the final portion of the Ratana Sutta. And then the suttas that are coming up are little unfamiliar to you, all right? We are getting into little deep areas from today. Not deep, I would say little unfamiliar stuff, but they are familiar, very familiar to the Buddhist text. But for you, they are little unfamiliar. That is good. So we are learning from the unknown, learning from unknown, going from unknown to the known, not from the known to the unknown. So, Ratana Sutta. Now we have come to the 13th stanza. This stanza is the last stanza about the Buddha's qualities. Now, this is about the Buddha, some of the appellations of the Buddha. Varo. Varo means the excellent one. Yeah, Varo. Then, Nyu means no. Nyu means no. Another Pali word for Nyu. Tell me another Pali word for Innu.
Subanyu.
Huh? What is
Sabanyu.
it?
Sabanyu.
Sabbanyu. What does Sabbanyu means?
The omniscient one.
Omniscient. Did the Buddha tell us that he is Sabbanyu? Did the Buddha say that he knew everything? Especially in the text. Oh, other people were wondering that he is Sabban. Did the Buddha say in any place that he knows everything? And he is Sabbanyu. The word Sabbanyu, he called himself Sabbanyu? No. Interesting, huh? He did not call. Especially in one sutta, when the people asked from the Buddha that other teachers, the Nigantana, the Buddha, and all these other teachers call themselves to be omniscient, all-knowing. Then the person who asked from the Buddha, told the Buddha about other teachers' omniscience, you are also Sabba. He said, no, I'm not Sabba. But I know things in a different way, but I don't call myself Sabba. But in a book called Patisambhida Magga, what is this book called? Patisambhida Magga. Where do you find this book? In the Kuttaka Nikaya. Senior monks wrote, he is Sabba. There's a chapter. If you want to go ahead, just to see some additional information over here, go to Patisambhida Magga. This book is attributed to Arahant Sariputta, analytical works, Matika, Jnanakatha, probably Jnanakatha, treats on knowledge. We'll go see. This is about the Buddha's knowledge. Think, 10 propositions, ideas. Somewhere here, you could look at it in your own reading. I like to read Pali one much better. Jnanakatha, Ditthikatha, Anapanasati, Vimukti, Palla, Samagga, Satya, Bujjangametta, Viraka, Patisambhida, Katha. Should be somewhere. Yeah, it should be under the Jnans, most probably, if you look at it. If you cannot find, you can read it. If you want, it's not necessary for you to read. It's good Pali. They said the Buddha is Sabbanyu and Buddha's Sabbanyu. It takes time. So Buddha's Sabbanyu, Buddha has omniscience in many fields. But the Buddha did not call himself his Sabbanyu. He didn't want to attribute this terming. Rather, he said, I know the whole universe, but he did not use the word submerge. Now the word, the suffix new means knowing, knower actually. Then here, Varanyu, the greatest knower, right? The greatest knower. And we have a Pali word for that. Itipiso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddhu Vijacharana Sampanno Sugato Lokavidu. The Buddha knows all the worlds. What worlds does he know? Kama Loka, Rupa Loka, Rupa Loka. Right? Lokavidu. Then here, the knower of the greatest knower. Vara means excellent, great. Varado. Varado means the giver. Do means actually giver. Varado means the one who gives the greatest thing that someone can offer. What is the greatest thing someone can offer? How to end the sansara. This is the greatest thing that someone can offer. Right? If we are still getting stuck in the sansara, if we have no help from anybody, then that is really unfortunate. So the Buddha is the one who gives the best. That's why he says, Dhammadana, Sabbadana, Dhammadana, Jinati. Out of all the danas, giving Dhamma is the highest. Teaching Dhamma, writing Dhamma, discussing Dhamma is the great. But does it mean you should not give other material food dana? No, you have to give them. But understanding Dhamma dana is the highest. So, do means given. The one who gives the greatest vara. Varaharo. Varaharo means the bringer of the excellent. Varaharo means the bringer. Right? Sometimes there is somebody who is bringing things to us. The postman, the one who brings the mail to us. He is the bringer of our mails, good news or bad news. Right? He is the bringer of good or bad news through the mails. The Buddha is the greatest bringer of the Four Noble Truths. Greatest bringer. Varaharo means bringer of the excellent Four Noble Truths. Not even that. Anuttaru, you know that, fearless. Then, you could say, you can't compare his excellency. Dhamma Varang Adesai. So, the excellent one, the knower, the giver, the bringer of the excellent, the peerless excellent one. Now you have to add what is implied over here. There is something implied over here that is not mentioned. The Buddha. The Buddha. The Buddha is the one who is excellent, who is who is excellent, who is the knower, who is the giver, who is the bringer of the excellent, the peerless one. It's a Buddha. Dhamma Varang. Varang Dhamma. Varang means greatest Dhamma. Adesai, he explained or expounded, described, taught. Because of that, we understand this is a sublime gem. Idampi buddhi ratanam panita. Etina satchena suvarti. Now, this is very interesting. If we compare, if we bring to our life, there are people who study Dhamma, but does not respect the person who taught the Dhamma. Right? If there was not the Buddha for us, how could we learn the Dhamma? So when they keep learning, they don't want to attribute the credit of the Dhamma. Like some people, fake quotes on internet. You go to internet, there are a lot of people who create fake quotes, saying that the Buddha said that. Sometimes they are very vulgar, very indecent quotes. They were not given by the Buddha. They make a very bad statement, but maybe makes sense. Say, Shakyamuni Buddha. There are lots of fake statements, fake quotes online. But you also may share that thing. You never know. You think that the Buddha said that. Right? So here what you need to understand is give credit to the Buddha in your Dhamma practice. When you learn from any monk, any book, anything, always your top priority is the Buddha, not anybody higher than him. Otherwise, your Dhamma journey does not succeed. All the other people are helping you. But the Buddha. That is why we here understand the whole Dhamma, the precious Dhamma was given by the Buddha. That respect must be given in your practice. If you give that credit to him, you feel so respected, and then you feel so happy about that thing, and your Dhamma journey will keep going very well. Without respecting the Buddha, whatever the Dhamma you know from anywhere, it will not work in your mind, because it has to go to your heart. It will not stay. It shouldn't stay here. A lot of people, Dhamma knowledge only stuck here, stay here. It does not go to the heart. They only read books, learn. They only stay here. It has to come down to your heart. It will come down to your heart only when you respect to the person who taught us. That is what we have to learn from this stanza in particular. Last stanza about the Buddha. Then, any questions about this stanza before we jump into the next? Looks like maybe you can ask later. We'll go to the next stanza here. This is very interesting. This is about the Sangha. Now, I've been telling you, when the Buddha was explaining Sangha part in the Ratana Sutta, he initially started from the Arahants. Then he brought it to Sotapannas. Now he ended up with the Arahants again. See here, it's very interesting. Arahants, Sotapannas, then Arahants. See how it looks like. This is the nature of the Arahants' life after they pass away. Or maybe here. Kinang Puranang Navang Natti Sambhava. It's Puranang Kina. Let's find the order. What is Purana? Purana Kina. Purana means all karmas. All karmas. Kina. Kina means they have been, their past is extinct. Now their past karmas are not going to, they have done. Navang Natti Sambhava. Navang Natti Sambhava means they have no next life. Navang Natti Sambhavam. Sambhavam means another word for the Gandhabba, right? This is another word for the Gandhabba. Do we find this particular Pali word somewhere else?
Metta Sutta.
Metta Sutta. Sambhave Siva Gandhabba. Someone who is seeking another birth. Sambhave Si. Here Sambhavam. Arahants will not become Gandhabbas again. Are you going to be Gandhabbas again? You will be. Unless you're going to end some Sangyojanas here, becoming a Sotapan. But still, you are going to be Gandhabba in Nibbana.
Bhante,
Now,
sorry.
But
yes, Kim. Yeah.
Ganda what?
Gandhabba means the word that we give to somebody who passed away, especially his life, her life. Let's say you passed away. We call that you are a Peta. But your particular Pali word is Sambhavesi until you are reborn in another place. It may be a glimpse, it may be a very short time, it may be a split second, but for that split second, you are called a Gandhabba. Gandhabba is very smart, smarter than you. Your Gandhabba level is smarter than you now. Why is it? Once you exited from this body, you have to be smart to find a good body until you attain Nibbana.
How do you spell the word, Bhante?
Okay.
G-A-N.
Looks like you are very interested, huh?
Because I don't understand the word, sorry.
Okay. Let's see. Gandhabba. Gandhabba. This one. So, yeah. So here, what we need to understand is, when you become an Arahant, your past is extinct. Purana, no, I would say, karmas you are creating. At the same time, there is no next life. There is no Gandhabba that is being created for the next. Not even that. Chitta Viratta. Your mind, actually, this is a bad translation. I would say thoughts, which thoughts employ in the mind. Say, your thoughts are not attached to a next. Ayatike means future. Bhavasmi means birth. When you become an Arahant, your thoughts are not attached to a next life. When you are not when you are not an arahant, enlightened person, awakened person, your thoughts are always going to the next life. Who will I become? Will I become a fly? Will I become a mosquito? Will I become a rat? Will I become a cat? Will I become a dog? Will I become a human? Your mind is always going here and there. But arahants, they are done with their becoming. So they have no, what do you call, any clinging, any desire, any, I would say, lober towards the next life. There's no next life for them. Not even that. The reason is, te means they means arahants. Kina bija. Bija kina. Bija means, I would say, sensual desires. Kina. They have finished their desires. Are our desires, are our sensual desires finished already? Or they are just going like this all the time? They are going like this. You know, there's no unending process, endless sensory gratifications are waiting for us. That's why the Buddha said, if you go to Samadhi one day, in our understanding, you are getting a lifelong pension. Like what happens to you when you have pension? If you have a pension here, then you are still trying to find out how to become happier. Check out, maybe tick your bucket list, where you couldn't go, where you want to go, what you have done, what you haven't done, and you still, ticking those things. But the Buddha says that when you attain the Samadhi, perfect calmness, then you are not involving with lots of sensual gratifications. That doesn't mean you have to stop your daily life. That means you are with your people, you are in your household, but your search for the sensual gratification is going to be well managed, well balanced, well moderated. But normally, many people's sensual gratification is not well balanced, well managed. It goes like this, unending search, never ending, right? So here what we have to understand is the arahants, those sensual gratifications, they don't have gratifications, but their sensory any search has been stopped permanently because avirulhi chanda. Chanda means desires once again, maybe strong attachment. Avirulha means they have been destroyed, permanently destroyed, probably uprooted. And next comes an interesting statement. This is about Nibbana, an example, you could say a simile of the Nibbana. How does it say? Nibbanti dhira yathayam padipo. Attaining Nibbana is like a lamp, right? When a lamp is going off, right? Where did the light go? You know, a candle or a lamp can go off. At that point, how do we understand? Was it the wick? Was it the wax? Was it the temperature? Was it the wind? And where is the light anymore? Where did it go? Nibbana is like that. You can't pinpoint. That means the conditions that cause you to be in samsara were permanently uprooted. There are no conditions that you will find out to become a part of the samsara. When the conditions are destroyed, there's no more becoming. So the light of the lamp has gone somewhere because there are no more conditions for the lamp to exist anymore. That's why the light has gone somewhere, right? Very interesting. Nibbana is like, people ask, what happened to us when we attain Nibbana? Where do we go? Where are we? What will happen to us? What will happen to you is that you are destroying your conditions to be reborn. Okay? When the conditions is not there, you will not be anymore. That is what we have to understand here as the Nibbanti Dhira Yathayang Padipo. Translation is bad over here too. Dhira means Sappurisas, wise people. I quote the translation from somewhere. Wise people say, Dhira, that Nibbana, attaining Nibbana is just as how a lamp, how a candle, how a light goes off because of the conditions. There are no conditions for the light to exist anymore. So there, in the same way, there are no conditions for individuals to stay in the samsara. Conditions are gone. We call it you are deconditioned, not you are conditioned anymore. When you are deconditioned, there are no conditions for you to create karmas, and you are deconditioned. So what we are going to do in our Dhamma path is find to decondition us. So there are no conditions coming up, so that we are going to be in the samsara. So here the Buddha says Sangha has to be finally understood by the nature of the Arahants. They have made their past extinct. There's no new Sambhava, Gandhapa for them. And their minds are, their thoughts that are employed in the mind are not attached to future birth anytime, nowhere. They have uprooted their attachments. Finally, whatever the state of mind that they have attained is called as Nibbana. A fine example for the Nibbana is what will happen to a lamp or a candle when it is gone off. This is the phenomenon that happens to all of us if we are good enough to attain Nibbana. Now let me ask you a question. Nibbana. Are there, okay, how do we understand Nibbana? There are two types of Nibbana that we understand. What are they? Two types of Nibbana. That means two stages actually, not two types. Then otherwise you might find I like this type or you like this type. There are two stages of Nibbana.
Nibbana, Parinibbana.
Nibbana and Parinibbana. How do you explain those two stages anymore? We call it in simple ways Kilesa Nibbana and what do you call it? Kilesa Nibbana and the other one is Kanda Parinibbana. Okay. Kilesa Nibbana means when you are alive, you will attain Nibbana like now. But just because you attain Nibbana, you still have to carry your body forward, right? Your Panchakkhanda, Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana, still go ahead. That means you still have to face sicknesses. You still have to go through aging. You still have to go through your family problems. There are people, a lot of people there who want to escape the household. There are family problems. By attaining Nibbana, no, you can't. Because just because you attain Nibbana, you still have to struggle with the, you don't say struggling, but still have to carry your body. Only when you die one day, you get the maximum full benefits of the Nibbana. We call it Khanda Parinibbana. That one called Kilesa Parinibbana or Nibbana. That is the full-fledged state of Nibbana. So here what we have to understand by Nibbana is that full-fledged, two-tiered type of Nibbana. Kilesa Nibbana and Skandha Nibbana. All right. And then we will go to the last three and we'll take only one. Same thing. Yani the Bhutani Samagatani, whatever beings have gathered here, we did that. Bummani Vaya. These are the ground deva, earth deva, or sky deva. Who are they, Dhamma folks? We talk about two types of devas. Who are the lowest devas? Devas also have different types.
Brahmas.
Oh no, Brahmas are the highest deva. Bumba deva. Who are the Bumba deva? Are devas in the trees? Devas in your house also, Bumba, lower deva.
Datuk. Datukong.
What is that? I don't know what is it mean.
Like Traditional Earth Deva.
Above Devas,
Okay.
got Sky Devas.
Well, so as the lowest devas are mostly the tree spirits, devas that are relevant to your house, they are lowest type of devas. That means even you do good karma, somehow you happen to become a deva. The way you did the good karma affects you. Sometimes there are people who do dana having lots of expectations. So their good karmas are not produced to the level of being born as a sky deva. Still they are struggling. They are deva, but still have to be in a house. And how are they getting selected for the house? Let's say there is a deva who did some good karmas with lots of expectation, rewards. Then their household is going to be defined by the nature of their intention during the time of their activity. Let's say they have done good karmas to a level of being reborn in a quarrelsome household. The people are quarreling in that house. So maybe it's a bad household, a terrible household. But if the deva is little better in that good karma, but still not lucky enough to be reborn in a sky deva, then still going to be reborn in a good house where the partners, the couple is very good, kind, and all that, and the family is good, house is well managed, clean house. Devas are not going to be, devas don't like unclean houses. If the house is unclean, they don't like it. Devas, one of the very important thing is cleanliness for the devas. But if your household is very unclean, but still you will get a deva. But little unlucky deva. Now it depends. It depends how you manage your household. So anyway, so as they go up, then the sky devas, they start from Chatum Maharajika. That's the first sky deva level, and then go up to Paranimita Vasavati. And even higher, Brahmas. The highest devas are called as Brahmas. We call them Brahmas in the 5 pure lands. Suddhavasas, they are the highest. All right. They are the ones who take the bodhisattva from the bodhisattva's mother when she is giving birth to bodhisattva. Devas cannot touch the bodhisattva. They accept the bodhisattva and then hand over to the 4 guardian devas, Dattaratta, Viruda, Virupaka, and Vesavan devas. Interesting stories. I mean, I'm not going to talk about all that. But here, what we have to understand is that now, again, we're going back to the first stanza. Whatever beings have gathered here, Bhante Ananda is, because this was given by Sakka, not a part of the Buddha's one. Kind of a complementary happiness kind of stanza. Whatever beings have gathered here on the ground, on the sky, who is honored by the devas and me, Tathagatam, Deva Manusa Pujita. Then I venerate, I revere, or I salute the Buddha as a consequence of this phenomenon, this thing, may you be well. So that means that Deva, the what do you call, the highest Deva, according to the human world, Sakka, wanted to thank Bhante Ananda and the Buddha Dhamma Sangha for this particular arrival journey of the Buddha from Rajagaha to Vesali, and then we are thankful to you for coming over here and then helping these beings, and we are inspired by your arrival here, and then we wanted to be thankful, grateful to the Bhante Ananda and the Buddha and all that. This is kind of a complimentary statement at the end. All in all, Ratana Sutta not only talks about a crisis, Ratana Sutta talks about something more important, especially about our Dhamma path. Each time when you recite Ratana Sutta, make sure that you are trying to learn the inherent Dhamma journey teachings. Otherwise, you will just recite, may this sutta bring me happiness, wealth, and all your, personal, pursuits. Every time you recite the, Ratana Sutta, give some thoughts to yourself that I'm going to learn the inherent Dhamma things that I have not been able to incorporate to my Dhamma journey, in addition to health, happiness, prosperity, and all. All right, any questions about this sutta?
Bhante, can you explain the stanza 14? Puranam, just now I didn't catch it. Stanza 14. Kinan Puranan. By Puranan, what's the meaning?
Hinam Puranam Navang Natti Sambhava. That means Arahant's past is extinct. That means once they become Arahants, their past has no troubling history to them, and they are not creating their future. So there's no past for them, there's no future for them. They are in that right moment, present moment, till they attain the second stage of their Nibbana.
Okay, thank you, Bhante. Thank you.
Any more questions about Ratana Sutta? Today is the last day for Ratana Sutta, so you have to ask any question you have. We will take 1 or 2 minutes, and then we will go to the transference of good karmas.
Bhante, Ong here. May I ask
Yes.
a question, please? Just you mentioned about Te Kina, the Kina Aviru. Can we say that is eradicated? Is finished, destroyed, but
Yeah,
eradicated?
rule means uprooting. If you could see a stanza in the Dhammapada, rule means uprooting.
Okay.
Uprooting means now it is little closer to rule. You could say eradication, but we normally see how the Buddha gave the meaning to, rule. Rule means uprooting. If you uprooted a tree, tree will not grow again. Right? In the same way, the Buddha relates tanha to be a creeper, growing tree. So you have to uproot it, so that growing tree is not going to grow anymore. I think better wording could be uprooting. It's not the perfect one, but closer to what the Buddha made.
Understand. Thank you, Bhante.
Any more questions?
Bhante, Gui Hua here. Just now you say the Kilesa Nibbana is attainment, attain the Nibbana after eradication of the defilement. Then, so that means the Kanda Nibbana, is it the same as the Sa Upadisesa Nibbana? The one?
Okay, Upadisesa. Okay, Upadisesa Nibbana, Anupadisesa Nibbana is 2 other names to this Kilesa Nibbana and Kanda Nibbana. So Anupadisesa Nibbana means no Upadi anymore. That means Kanda Paranibbana. Your Kandas 5 aggregates are also going to be into Nibbana. You are not going to maintain your 5 aggregates anymore. So we call it Anupadisesa. Right? Then Upadisesa, Sopadisesa Nibbana means you are going to end samsara while keeping your 5 aggregates. Make sense? Because you keep your 5 aggregates, but still you are going to attain Nibbana. We call it so. Let me write that for you. Others might be a little confused otherwise. Huh? Maybe here I'm going to write it. Here? Yeah, much better. Okay. I said Kilesa Nibbana. Say Paranibbana too. This is similar to Sopadisesa Nibbana. Or you could say Nibbana. And then the other one is Kanda. They call it Paranibbana, actually, much better. Kanda Paranibbana is equal to Anupadi says Parinibbana. Now, how do we understand this? Kilesa means defilements. Then Sopadisesa means same idea. That means you are going to uproot your defilements, or eradicate or eliminate your eradicate defilements while keeping your body. So Upadisesa means five aggregate. So means you have them. Now let's say you are going to attain Nibbana now, but you are not going to die. That means you keep your five aggregates here, but you attain Nibbana. This is called Kilesa Paranibbana. But you enjoying the full benefits of your Nibbana at the point where you going to pass away as an Arahant, where you are going to leave your five khandas. We call it Khanda Paranibbana. Your khandas are also going to Paranibbana at them. So this is the full range of your Nibbana. That means Nibbana will be experienced by an Arahant in two stages. Kilesa level or Sopadisesa level, or Kanda level or Anupadisesa level. Make sense?
Yes, thank you very much, Bhante.
Okay, I think we're gonna finish in a minute. Any more questions today?
Bhante, I want to ask
Yes.
you, how come just now your verse 1 to 14, you chant in a different tone, and then the 15, 16, 17, then you chant in a different tone? Is it we
Yeah,
should chant that
why
way?
not? That's when Sakka is chanting, I have to chant different.
Oh, you mean have to chant different?
Yes,
No.
I just make a joke. Yes.
Is it that as a lay people, we also have to chant
No,
like
no. There is no chanting style for us. You chant the way you want. Okay. There's no hard and fast rule. But I just make a joke, because the last three verses were given by the Sakka. He's a lay person.
Oh, I see. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
sadhu.
But,
Thank you.
but don't do that too.
Thank you.
When you chant the same way, the whole sutta. All right. So we're going to finalize. Now, let me show you the next sutta a little bit. Good for you. Kuddaka Pada. You know that how we proceed from one sutta to the other sutta? We go by the Kuddaka Pada. Now, we first started from Saranataya. Then we went to Tasasikka Pada. We went to Dvattin Sakara, Kumara Panya, Mangala Sutta, Ratana Sutta today, and then Tiro Kutta, without the bowl. This is about actually Peta, the ghost. Very interesting sutta. We're going to go here. We will have to talk more about the context with these stanzas, because you are not chanting these stanzas. So better to get you to recite, but more about what you call the context while the pronunciation part is going. All right. So we will now wrap this up by transferring good karmas to the departed people and the what you call devas, nagas, and may all the good karmas be transferred to all the departed ones who passed away in the name of all of us. The departed ones who were reborn in a place of discomfort, pain, may they be able to release from those uncomfortable, painful lives, and then to be reborn in comfortable places and improve, learn more Dhamma, and finally attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idam me jnati nang hotu sukhita hotu jnatayo. Idam me jnati nang hotu sukhita hotu jnatayo. Idam me jnati nang hotu sukhita hotu jnatayo. May Deva, Naga, Mahitika be well and happy. May they share all these good karmas. May they bless and protect all of you, your family members, everybody in your family, for good health, quality of life, prosperity, and safety. May Deva, Naga, Mahitika also finally attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu. Ittavata cha ammi sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya ittavatacha ammehi sampatang punya sampadang sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya ittavatacha ammehi sampatang punya sampadang sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Akasatta cha bhummatta devanaga mahindika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu lokasasanam Akasatta cha bhummatta devanaga mahindika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu desanam Akasatta cha bhummatta devanaga mahindika punyantang anumoditva chirang rakhantu mang paranti chirang rakhantu tvang sadati. In this endless sansaric journey, may we be in the company of the Kalyamitas, noble friends, not be in the company of the bad friends, Apamitas. Thinking thus, we're going to make a wish. Imina punya kammena mami bala samagamu satang samagamu hotu yavani mbana pantiya. Finally, may all the good karmas which we've been continuing accumulating up to this point of time, I could say, may all the good karmas we've been creating by learning, pronouncing, articulating, learning context of the Ratana Sutta be supportive and helpful for all of us to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Abhivadana series nichang vadha pachayino chattaru dhamma vadhanti ayuvanno sukhang balang ayurarukya sampatti sagga sampatti mevacha ato nibbana sampatti iminate saminjatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. The next class I will be conducting from Sri Lanka. I'm leaving Malaysia on Wednesday afternoon, so we'll be seeing you from there. All right, so have a good night, take care. Then I hope that you will continue your practice, self-practice, and get ready for the Tirokutta Sutta. You're going to be looking at how the Petas are working.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Bhante. Thank you, Bhante. Thank you for your teaching.
Thank you, Bhante. Good night,
Bhante.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bhante.
Bhante. May you be well and happy. Thank you.
Bhante, safe journey back.
Thank you, Bhante. May you be well and happy.
Yes.
So, Bhante, I just want to ask you, that means next week we still have, we still can on, is it the same Zoom?
Yeah, classes are continuing. I'll be joining from wherever I am.
Okay, thank you,
Yes.
Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Yes.
Have safe journey, yeah? Thank you,
Yes.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Sadhu, Sadhu, Sadhu.
Bhante,
Yes.
Karina here. Can I call you back later regarding the Sangha and Sangha?
Yes, 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 you can.
I'll call you back later.
Yes.
Sangha.
Sangha, yeah. Yes. I'll be going to Malacca this Sunday, Malacca. And I have a retreat at BGF before I leave on Wednesday. A short retreat, and then I'll leave. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Good
you,
night,
Bhante.
everyone.
A safe and pleasant journey,
Yes.
Bhante.
Yes.
Sadhu,
Safe
sadhu,
journey,
sadhu.
safe journey
Thank
to
you,
Sri
thanks.
Lanka,
Yes.
and hope to see Bhante on Sunday. Thank you.
Yes. I'll be seeing
See you.
Yes.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Yes.
Sunday is in BGF, right?
No, Sunday morning I'm in Malacca, and Sunday evening I'm at BGF.
Ah, yeah, 8 to
Yes.
10, the night one.
Oh, 8 to 10.
8
Okay.
to 10. No.
In the
No,
night.
I think 8 to, maybe 9:30. Yes.
Sunday.
Sunday, yeah. Sunday.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll see you.
So that
Yeah.
means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you'll be in BGF, right, Bhante?
No, Saturday I'm going to Saramban for a talk, And Saturday evening, I'm going to Malacca because I have a talk on Sunday morning. And then evening, I'm coming back to PJ for the BGF talk. And then Monday, I have the Sutta discussion at Buddhist Mahavihara. And then Tuesday evening, I'm going to BGF because Wednesday morning, 8 to 12, I have a mini retreat over there. Then I'm leaving back to airport.
Wednesday, is it? Wednesday? In BGF.
Wednesday afternoon, I'm leaving. Wednesday morning, yes, at BGF.
Okay,
yes,
thank you.
yes.
Sadhu. Sadhu, sadhu. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good night. Yeah.
Thank you,
Night.
Bhante.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, Bhante.
Yes. I'll be in India in the first week of October. Those of you
Oh,
who
yeah.
are from India, yeah.
4th
I'm in
October.
Mumbai, yes, for 5 days for a
Yeah,
conference.
5 days.
Yes, yes. Okay, good
You'll
night.
be the
Good night.
speaker, right?
Yes. I'm
You're
gonna see Kim too.
speaker.
Yes, before I leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So you
Bhante,
book.
I'll try to be CUC on Tuesday because I'm flying down to KL on Tuesday.
Oh, you're coming from Penang to KL?
Yeah.
Oh, good, good. But Tuesday is 26.
Yeah.
Tuesday I have a dana with this lady, Kim. What time you are coming?
My flight is actually, I think I can't make it for Dana because the flight is rescheduled to 11:35.
Okay.
So maybe later we'll see how to catch up.
You can see Bhante in the afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon I have to see my schedule too. Afternoon evening I'm going to I think I have an appointment probably. Let me take a look. Yes. Yeah, if you can stay for a moment. '26. Yeah, there's nothing. I have the morning session and morning. Yeah, then afternoon. Yes, after we come back. Yes, we have time. Few hours before I'm leaving too.
I'll try to text you when I reach there, and then
Yes,
we will.
are you coming to Subang or KLIA?
Yeah, I'm going Subang Airport.
Subang is near, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll try to
Yes.
text you when I reach there.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Take care. Good night. Okay, good night.
Later I'll call you.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.